There's a lot happening with Balenciaga right now, and it literally just keeps getting worse. So if you're unaware, Balenciaga, the big brand, released an ad featuring children holding teddy bears that were dressed in bondage. Now, for good reason, this sparked outrage because it's completely inappropriate. But what this did was it opened up the Pandora's box of how completely grotesque this company is. When you dig deep into their other product advertisements, there are subtle hints of pedophilia and child exploitation in almost all of them. If you think this is just a picture of a Balenciaga bag, you're wrong, because down here there's a reference to a court case that was ruled in favor of virtual child you-know-what.
CP.
Oh, but that just might be a coincidence. Now, while you may want to believe that's true, do you know how many eyes are on product placement for a brand like Balenciaga? Not to mention, there's more. This picture here might just be somebody sitting at their desk in New York City, right? Wrong. What are these books here? Who is Michael Borman, and why is his book featured in a Balenciaga ad? It must be a good book. Wrong. It's a book that depicts child exploitation. There are horrific depictions of nude children in this book that Google can't even show them.
It's kind of horrible. It's really horrible because these pictures that you see here right now, you can just Google them. The designer is taking picture of kids all seem to be bloody, ripping body parts. I'm like, dude, why would you even enjoy this? And people are like, oh my god, it's Satanism. Of course it's Satanism. The name Balenciaga, if you write it in Latin, it says Bale is king. You don't have to believe in a god, but by my knowledge, if you believe in a god that wants you to enjoy anything.
Now I know this is a lot to take in, but we're still not done. This photo here, he's got a nice outfit on, good looking model. But who is this here? John Philip Fisher. Couldn't be the same man that was accused of molesting his granddaughter at 4 years old. Now I know I'm going to get called a conspiracy theorist for this because we already are. Multiple news outlets are saying that this Balenciaga issue is a wild conspiracy theory. But if it was a conspiracy theory, why would Balenciaga apologize for it? They literally issued a statement apologizing for their photo shoots. So clearly this is not a conspiracy theory since Balenciaga admitted fault. But you see, an apology, it isn't enough. We know how many eyes are on product placement. We need to know why this was allowed. And don't confuse this for cancel culture. This is children that we're talking about.
Yep. So as you can see, we're starting a little harder than usual. But I'm also going to talk about a man on TV trying to talk about this whole thing. And there came a moment that he just exploded a little on stage because like people, he removed his air because it's like, I need to go hard on this. We're talking about kids. But before we start, subscribe, like, hit the bell notification. I covered a few stuff from China and YouTube is kind of gangster at this moment with me. So help me a little, support me. I would really appreciate it.
For a minute here, because where is the outrage? It's been a week and a half. And now we're doing this story. I get it. Thanksgiving was happening and all that. But they tried to hide behind that, right? Maybe this will make it through the news cycle. No, it's not. OK, Adidas didn't cut ties 48 hours after Kanye did his whole thing. Right. And they got lambasted for not speaking out against anti-Semitism. This is a week and a half and nobody seems to care that there's little. Where's the outrage? I'm going to go off for a minute here because where is the outrage? It's been a week and a half. And now we're doing this story. I get it. Thanksgiving was happening and all that. But they tried to hide behind that, right? Maybe this will make it through the news cycle. No, it's not. OK, Adidas didn't cut ties 48 hours after Kanye did his whole thing. Right. And they got lambasted for not speaking out against anti-Semitism. This is a week and a half and nobody seems to care that there's little kids involved in this. I can't speak what it's like to be a black man, right? I can't speak what it's like to be a Jewish woman, but I can speak what it's like to be a father of two young boys.
Yes.
And that this type of behavior, when I worked at CBS.com out of a little closet my first show, I was like, I'm going to say this and wear a blue shirt. I got 49 emails saying, maybe wear a purple shirt and maybe don't say this here. Don't tell me this slipped through the cracks when you're getting a court case that features child pornography. It's disgusting. It's disturbing.
Yes.
Jeopardy's got to flip their whole production because of one person said something, but they wanted to be woke and do all that. How many other examples are there? 10, 20, 30, 40 years we're going back to cancel people? But this slips through the cracks. It's outrageous. And that people aren't outraged and skipping work with their posters and going to the courthouse or going to Balenciaga and stars aren't wiping Their Instagram and social media with all their Balenciaga gear is disgusting in itself. Don't you tell me, Hollywood, how to live my life, or you want me canceled, or because you produce something. You're gonna go around because Balenciaga pays you $1 million, $2 million, $5 million? Kim Kardashian, shame on you. You're a billionaire. You don't need this company. They need you.
Yes.
And for you to take a week and a half to come to a conclusion, shame on you.
Now it's my turn. It's freaking stupid, man. It's freaking stupid. First of all, I can say something about these people.
What do you mean, you people?
Problem. I can misgender somebody.
Feel very attacked.
Problem. I can say I don't like to pin money in black neighborhood. Problem. It's always a problem when we say specific thing. You might be on a show, you say some stupid thing, and they have to change the whole show like he mentioned on Jeopardy. Like, oh, you need to wear this clothes, always a bright color, not a masculine thing, the right shirt, bada beam, bada boom. CP.
Quick, shoot.
Well, it's Thanksgiving. No. How the heck? I'm going to keep going after these people with my YouTube channel because this is stupid. Actually, the view actually was like,
and who have no damn common sense.
you guys checking boundaries because normally in business you have so many rules, bureaucracy and all that stupidity, and now bam, beam, bam, boom, it's gone. Blair White, a transgender woman, suggested if Balenciaga did something that offended the LGBTQ community, every celebrity would have to cut ties instantly. They promoted CP and nearly every celebrity is silent. Really makes you think, huh?
Surprise,
Of course, for them it's just a job. They don't care. They don't want to defend. I think there's only one star that was walking outside throwing away their clothes. But other than that, nobody wants to open their mouth. They're all hypocrites because they know it's happening. But by their knowledge, don't bite the hand that feeds you, while something else is biting the dick.
You're a victim.
Donald Trump Jr., the left, the media, and Hollywood spent more time and energy trying to cancel the pillow guy for being conservative than they have Balenciaga for essentially pushing kiddie porn, just in case you're keeping track of where we stand as a civilization. They don't care. Don't bite the hands that feed you.
Positive thinking. I feel positive thinking.
Blair White again. Kim Kardashian re-evaluating her partnership with Balenciaga while at least acknowledging it was disgusting. F Kim. Kanye wears Balenciaga mask, defends them while also praising Yeah, now you put yourself in a unique position, Kanye West, because you need to cover for some way if you want to make your own clothes, right? Yeah, I don't know, it's kinda weird. But when you talk about kids, I can't forgive you.
I'm coming for you.
Hold on, guys. Let's hear him out. We must love everyone. You know what Hitler built? Maybe some buildings, some architect. That is what he did. But then again, he did also a bunch of experiments on little kids, right? So we have the good medicine that we have right now. We always have to appreciate that. And there was a lot of foster cares of men with kids. A lot. So yeah, many men didn't feel alone. He did some good, right? So it's kind of turning away that, or were you talking about Hitler? Or were you talking about Balenciaga? I can click them together. But it's kind of weird that we live in such a situation. Now, I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist.
Yes, we can.
It's because in the rabbit hole, it doesn't end. But there comes a point that we should not be talking about there is a rabbit hole, because I can see that you play something to take a picture with kids as if it's normal.
Hold up.
And nobody wants to talk about it, and it gets removed with an apology, and that's it.
I have had it with these motherfucking snakes.
And when people say way less, they are canceled on a bigger platform. And I'm like, what? Why are we living in this situation? People need to speak out about this company, because I don't want anybody to normalize or dress my kid in such a suit and be like, oh, look at how cute they are.
Not today.
You're gonna tell me this is cute? A kid sleeping next to a bondage man? Do you know what bondage men do with their victims? I've watched enough porn to know what they like to do.
What?
Okay? And the age of consent is going lower by the year. So now, people, you have to be aware. So I'm going to end it with this, ladies and gentlemen. This is Balenciaga, hoping that we cannot fight them. hoping that we're not talking about this. So I wish you talk about it too as much as possible. You don't need kids to understand that they want to destroy the innocence of people as if they have a vendetta against God and they actually are having fun that they're winning. This is on mainstream media and they got away with it. I don't know what is worse. Anyway, going to end it right here. Like, share, hit the bell notification. I know this kind of weird funny, but hey, we need to cope the way we can. And I cope by talking more about it. That's it.